Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Wealth Twin Show. Today, we're going to talk about how not learning financial literacy before should not be a reason why it should be holding you back from the future you deserve. So, Nicole,
hmm
what is one reason why you think it shouldn't hold you back?
Well, one reason is because we are powerful beings, okay? No matter where you start, where you go is up to you. And I believe that we all have power to change our lives. So it does not matter if you not grow up in a household that talked about finances or investing. You have the power to break the cycle and also be the one in your family that makes it so that now everyone after you has the ability to know how to manage their finances and also learn how to invest so that they can start building wealth, okay? We all have the ability to do it. You just have to believe that you do have it. Now, I will tell you right now, the fact that you're watching a video like this tells you that you have something inside of you that says, you know what? I'm not happy about the way I grew up. But that doesn't mean I have to be satisfied with it or settle for it. Okay. You know that you feel it in yourself. So you've already taken steps to say, you know what? I want to change this in my life. And all you have to do is follow that inclination and be intentional on what you learn so that you can break the cycle and don't let not learning about financial literacy when you grew up hold you back now. That's what I really believe. What about you, Nadia?
No, I agree. And you're looking at two examples, right? Many of you may not know this, but Nicole and I grew up in one of the worst projects in New York City in the 80s. So it's very difficult during those times, and especially when you're twin girls, right? But what we saw around us motivated us to learn how to handle our money so we can improve our lives. Now,
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of people may think, well, I don't have anybody around me who can show me the way. But there's plenty of examples of what not to do around you, and you can start searching for others who are doing what you think should be the right way and learn from those examples. My thing is, it's a lot easier to model people who are doing the good thing rather than modeling people who are doing the bad thing. You already know what you don't want, so starting from that place, you already have a better beginning to start from than people who will say, you know what, it's just my luck. This is what my fate is. This is what I'm gonna do. If you feel it in you that this is not what you want, that already puts you ahead of the game. And then you'll start looking for opportunities to learn more, to change your financial habits, to say, you know what, maybe I shouldn't be doing this or following this example because I see where that led that person. Maybe I should try something exactly opposite and see where that leads me. That's what I.
Yeah, what you're saying is you can get the meaning of things and experiences can be different from one person to another, right? Two people can experience the same thing but put a different meaning on it. So, like Nadia was saying, when we grew up in our neighborhood and we saw the effects of not learning about financial literacy, and a lot that stem from not knowing financial literacy actually mask themselves using recreational, drugs or drinking to mask the feelings or things that happen because of it, the depression that comes out of it. And it could be all masking money problems. This is what I feel, right? And with that, you can see those things and say, okay, does this mean not having money means that I need to follow this road and be depressed or do things that aren't good for me? Or can I look at this and say, if I learn about money, can my life be different? And I think that's the road that Nadia and I took. We said, we see where we are and we see the problems that are attached to it. Should we just accept these problems or should we say, if I learn how to solve this problem, what can life be like? How different can it be? And that's the road we took. And we said, you know what? The cycle ends with us. Let's see what it's like if you learn about money, how to manage your money, how to invest your money, see how life can be different.
Now, I want to impress upon people this doesn't have to be something that takes a long time. Just a little bit of progress in the right direction, you will start seeing changes in your life. Okay. So
hmm
even if it's just developing the habit of starting to save money or starting to put your money to use so that it can start working for your future, you will see an immediate impact and a change in your life. So this doesn't have to be something long term or so far fetched. It's just a matter of
Yep.
you making the progress in the right direction, you will see an impact. Now,
Yep.
if I'm thinking about why financial literacy shouldn't hold you back, one of the main reasons is because you know what? At the end of the day, we can't control what happened to us in the past, but we can be responsible for how we deal with it and how we want to shape our future, right? And one thing that I think about when it comes to this is the ignorance tax, right? Now, If you don't know something, the quicker you get up to speed to learn it, the quicker you can pay down that ignorance tax. And I got that from Alex Hormozy. My thing is this: it takes a lot to learn something and it takes time, but the quicker you get to shortcutting that time period of when you don't know something, the better off you will be. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is because I looked up this fact. I wanted to see how much does not knowing financial literacy actually cost the average American. And it's about $1,800 a year. They actually put a number on this. Now, this is probably not including the amount of scams or the amount of money that is still left on the table if you're paying higher interest rates because you don't know about credit, if you are buying lottery tickets because that's the only way you think that you're going to get money. So, but at the baseline level, it's costing you $1,800 a year not to understand how to handle your money. But like I said, it's probably a higher number. So if you're waiting around and saying, you know what, I'll get to it, I'll learn how to do it, it's already costing you money to not know how to do this. So how long are you going to wait and keep paying that ignorance tax until you get yourself up to speed to know how to really handle your money so you stop leaving money on the table and start using money as a tool to improve your life?
Now, I'm a big fan of Alex Hormozy, but I'm not going to give him credit for that. I'm actually going to say that he probably got it from Myron Golden. Okay,
All
Myron
right. And
Golden
he
is the
probably
one that
got it from someone else too.
That's probably true. But the ignorance tax is the way they explain it is like, you got to take the money you're making on a yearly basis, right? And if you say you want to make $1 million and you want to learn how to make $1 million, all you have to do is take the $1 million and minus how much you're making right now. And that difference, that is the ignorance tax. That's how much it's costing you every year not to learn how to make $1 million. Okay. So, whatever your number is, if you want to make $100,000, if you want to make whatever amount of money you want to make, minus it from whatever money you're currently making, that is how much it's costing you not to know how to do that. Okay. And that's usually because of financial literacy. So you have to make sure you pay down that ignorance tax as quickly as you can and do as much as you can so you can get it down as quickly as possible so you can start making the moves you want to make. Okay. Because that's the most expensive thing we're paying is ignorance tax. And when Nadia and I both realize that, man, we're trying to do everything we can to pay off that ignorance tax because what we don't know is costing us so much more than what we do know. So I totally agree with you, Nadia, on that one. Okay. Now, I would say one of the reasons why a lot of people, when we're saying financial literacy, we're talking like the whole gambit. Okay, what does
Yeah.
financial literacy mean? We're talking about credit, how not to, if you don't know how to manage your credit, how that's affecting you. If you don't know about loan rates, how that's affecting you. If you don't know how to, budget your money or prepare for the future, how that's affecting you. If you don't know how to invest, how that's affecting you, right? If you don't know what to do for retirement, how those are affecting you. This is all coming down to financial literacy. All those things are covered under financial literacy. And that's why Nani and I are passionate about really teaching people the power of what it means to understand your money. Because here's the truth, and you heard us say it before, if you heard us before, no one cares more about your money than you do, or no one should care more about your money than you should. Because you're the one that's going to be directly affected. You and your loved ones will become directly affected by how much you let somebody else control your money. Now, controlling your money could be signing documents that you don't understand and how that can affect your rates that you're getting, right? The loans that you're putting yourself in, the credit that you're getting in trouble with, okay? That can affect you buying a house at the wrong time using the wrong uh, tools to buy that house, okay? Using the wrong instruments to invest in and how risky those things can be. That's all falling under how you need to understand how money works and how it can affect your life, okay? Now, with that, when I'm talking about investing, investing is one of those things that a lot of people find complicated, and it can be complicated. It can be a long learning curve, but it doesn't have to be, okay? All you need is to find the right way to invest for you, which is the main three things I always tell people are you need to understand your risk tolerance, your timeline, and your financial goals. And then you have to find the right people who are going to show you how to invest the right way in a way that you can understand. Okay. Because one of the biggest things when it comes to investing is keeping the mystique that is so complicated. Because, yes, it's beneficial for someone that has the information not to make it simple for you to understand. But if you have people who are in your corner that really want to teach you and understand the power of being financial literate, you can overcome the mystique of how difficult it can be when it comes to investing. Do you agree with that, Nadia?
No, I completely agree. Now, there's so many resources out here right now that's either free or paid for that can help you get to the point in financial literacy that you want to go to and probably get you even past that. But sometimes you can get it for free, but sometimes you're going to have to pay. It's just how bad do you want it, right? My
Yeah.
thing is,
It goes back to that ignorance
to go
tax.
back to that ignorance tax. If you want it, you can do it. Okay. There's no reason as a person who can read or is able to understand different concepts should be saying, I don't know about money, so that's why I don't do it right. Okay. That could be your story, or you can change that story by taking action in the right direction. My thing is, like Nicole said, we are powerful beings. You have control over your destiny. Just because where you started does not dictate where you end up. You could end up miles away. And like I said, you're looking at two examples who saw what it was like before, took the steps, and took action to change their lives to a complete 180. And I'm telling you, if we could do it, you could do it too.
Yeah, I would say the only thing I would tell people, if you want to learn based on our experience, 99 paid down the ignorance tax very slowly at first, and now we're using courses and coaches to speed up that time to pay down more ignorance tax. So if I was to tell anybody a real piece of advice, speed up the time. Take the courses, pay the information, pay to get the information, because that will save you time. And time is the most valuable thing you have. It's more valuable than money, okay? Because you can't get that back. All right. So if anything, speed up the time, cut down that ignorance tax, and then make sure that you get financial literacy under your belt so that it can no longer hold you back.
And I will add to that, share with other people because there's no
Yeah.
reason why this information is not being shared. So that's my thing that I will add to that. If you're tired of letting financial literacy hold you back and you're looking to learn how to invest to build wealth, then join our wealth pack and we'll help you pay down that ignorance tax quickly. Hope you like this. Make sure you share this with a friend and leave us a comment.